And we're live.
We'll see how long we're live for, but
Fingers crossed.
okay, you guys just introduce yourself to see how long, and we'll see if it.
Is that a serious thing? Okay, John, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome to broTERRA. I'm Sean.
Jared.
This beside me, to my right, probably your left, depending on how you're looking at it. This is Perry, because it's mirrored. And then on this side, we have Nick. So we're just waiting to get connected to
Are
the
we still
Instagram
connected?
live.
Yeah.
And then we will get going with broTERRA.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get to the live screen.
Get me fired up.
Just applying some deep blue to underneath my nostrils.
Game time.
Let's go. Let's go.
I already did it.
Well,
Yeah.
no, you
This is gonna burn,
Oh,
dude.
Dude, keep that away from your eyes.
Okay, guys, I'm
Hey,
coming in.
I gotta wash my hands in case it's on my eyes. This is gonna be no good.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, we had technical difficulties, but now we are live with the broTERRAs, and we're going to go through the top 10 oils, and I'm going to ask them some on-the-spot questions, and we're going to create a panel and hopefully good conversation from these guys. There's actually 11.
12.
There's 12.
12.
there.
I'm counting.
I added a couple extras to the top 10. But yeah, so did you guys put some oils on it?
No, not yet.
We
still have
I just put deep blue underneath my nose. It was bad.
All right, so to get started, we are going to get the guys to start up the diffuser. So this is the pedal diffuser. See it? All right. And who wants to take the responsibility of starting
John's
up
got
the
it.
diffuser?
Okay, I'll get it
The
going.
guy in the
Explain
orange
it while
shirt.
you
Step
do
by
it,
step.
please.
My step by step?
Yeah.
Okay. I twist to pull off. I put it in front or
Gently
behind.
remove the lid.
Gently remove the lid. Find a water source.
Pure
Water just show up in there?
We're actually
Where'd
quite
you go?
lucky. We live in Niagara, where there's the Great Lakes, and we have also the
Alright, put the
St.
water.
Lawrence. Okay, we're near water. I don't know how much to put in. Do you know how much to put in?
stop. Up to the red thing. There's literally a red line.
Yeah, what do you think?
Right there.
Okay, that's good.
All right, guys. Now pick an oil.
How many drops?
Or multiple.
I don't know, Nick. How
You
many
said
drops usually go in a diffuser?
3 to 4.
Let's go peppermint.
Is that right?
You want to go peppermint?
Yeah. Let's do a combo.
Okay, listen. We all
You guys
pick,
can
no,
use these oils too.
we're all gonna pick one.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
gonna make a thing. Okay, well,
You
we have
can't
to
you can't pick the
strategically
same
do
thing.
that.
Okay, yeah. No, one drop of each. We each pick one drop each. Simple.
I'm gonna do a drop of deep blue in there.
No, that's
I love
It's not an
absurd.
oil.
Well, I gotta smell them first. I don't know what.
Okay, I'm a lavender guy.
I like the combination peppermint and lavender.
Go with a drop of.
Hey, Instagram, is the volume working?
Oh, that's 2.
That's
two.
two. Yeah, we're going
drops.
one drop of here. Nick's always had bad hands.
Okay, can you write it down? What'd you put in?
We got 2 drops of lavender,
One drop of peppermint.
I got easy air.
2 lav, 1
One
pep.
drop of that.
No, we're going 2
What?
drops.
Dude, that's 5 drops total.
2 drops.
Oh, that's 3, you idiot.
Oh.
3 easy air.
Plus
Okay, now what?
deep blue underneath my nose.
We gotta stir it up. Put it
All
back on.
right. So now,
It's not even in the thing.
Okay.
okay,
Oh, yeah,
guys.
it's on the other side.
I remember my
You're a
first
child.
beer. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so now obviously you have to
You have to
somehow
twist.
turn it on.
Okay.
Turn the diffuser on.
Miss.
Well, I want a light too. I want the effect, and it's not even plugged in.
It's not plugged in.
Well, that's what
Oh.
you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to plug it in.
Are you?
Oh.
Oh my god. Now
That
you're
wasn't in the
pushing-
contract.
Bad production.
Here
Guys,
we go.
it's not cordless.
Okay, all this bullshit's losing.
All right. So now that
Okay,
we've
literally,
got
you
the
just no one's watching now. There's 3 people watching.
Okay. All right, guys. So now I want you
That's a
to
lot of
grab the
2.
famous deep blue rub and rub it on your neck and your shoulders and anywhere that you might have pain. That's
Under your
appropriate for
nose?
Facebook Live.
Can you put it on your brain?
Hey, Perry, show me your shoulders.
Get it in there.
Oh,
I didn't check yours.
Oh.
Oh. It's working already.
Oh,
Great.
you're tense from all that schoolwork you've been doing.
Ugh,
You feel the tension in your
I
neck.
need to loosen. I can feel it
How's
working
that
already.
feel?
Feels great.
You're
You
killing
know,
it.
a nice,
Leaving
a nice
us.
warm sensation.
Okay, I guess I don't
Okay.
need the deep blue, eh? Here, throw some on, baby.
Yeah.
Lather me up. Shoulders, I've been tense lately.
Oh, Nick's sexuality is going on.
Oh.
Dude, that's so hot.
Okay, other side. We have no direction to go now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, man, that's hot. You put this under your nose.
I put some under my nose, yeah.
Yo, you leave us high and dry
I
here.
know, we're making sure the connection's good. Okay, so you guys got your deep blue?
Yeah, it's burning right
Okay,
now.
now tell somebody look at the ingredients. Somebody explain what you're feeling right now with the deep blue.
A lot of tingling sensation. I think Nick, it's nice. You know, it feels sort of like icy hot a little bit.
Okay,
Icy hot. Like
mine. Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
well, mine. I got nice heat going on my shoulders, but I put some under my nose and it's burning. So I'm assuming that depending on like where you put it on your body, it's definitely gonna be.
What do you think's making it cold on your body?
Oh man, I don't know. Because no, like
Listen,
I wanted to be stimulated and ready so I could give these viewers the best I could possibly give them. So me being,
Singular.
yeah. Anyways, I just thought it'd be good. You can read the ingredients.
Okay, have you guys experienced deep blue before? Have you used
Yes.
No,
deep
this is
blue?
the first time experience for me.
I have.
Okay, so Nick, tell me about it. When do you use it?
I use deep blue before my workouts and after my workouts to
Okay.
relieve any soreness that I may
Okay,
have.
so this is a good segue into talking about what you guys do. So tell me what you do for a living or what you've been up to lately. Nick, starting with Nick, ending with John.
Hi, I'm Nick.
Yeah.
I'm a strength and conditioning coach and kinesiologist, and I train athletes and beautiful women on Thursday nights.
All right.
So I'm Perry. I'm doing my PhD in physics.
Fine.
Yeah.
Ow,
So
my neck is burning.
thanks for stealing my thunder, John.
Okay, go ahead, Terry.
But yeah, no. So my uses for the oils are very different than say Nick and John's because I like to use stuff for focus and more relaxation as opposed to sort of like muscular therapies and whatnot. Yeah, that too. But all right, what do you got, John?
So I'm John. I am currently finishing up Teachers College, and
Hi,
I've
Bree.
been and I've been student teaching in high school the past 3 months, and I use oils to just relax at night because sometimes my days can be quite emotionally draining.
Working 6 months of the year is extremely
yeah. Color painting, finger painting, stuff.
Finger painting
Okay.
6
All
months
right,
of
what
the year.
else are you
Exhausted.
gonna
That's
say?
it.
Okay, so what we're gonna do.
My neck is burning.
I'm coming back.
It's a good burn.
There's a lot of
I'm on fire.
It's a
Okay.
good burn.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask him a couple questions. Well, there's probably about 8 questions I'm gonna ask, and we're gonna go through the
That's the worst.
top 10 oils, and we're gonna see if they experience any of the effects of the oils right on the spot, and also talk about their
Oh yeah. Hey.
experiences thus far. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I want you guys to write down your top 3 health concerns
Of my life.
Got it.
of general top 3 for you.
For me,
What are your top 3 health concerns?
Oh man.
Can't be that healthy. Come on.
Booty fat?
Stretch marks.
I'm like a specimen.
What do you mean by a
size.
health
Oh.
concern?
A health concern can be anything like that you want to address, so like stress or maybe digestion or maybe body aches, something
Okay.
that you're
Okay,
concerned
yeah.
about in your health.
Yeah.
Body aches.
It could
Or
be your
ashes, body
immunity if you're
I
getting
just
sick
want
a lot.
aches. No, okay.
Doesn't matter.
DOMS. Late onset muscle soreness. I need that.
Oh.
I
Shoulder.
need help sleeping.
Yeah.
Is that
me
it?
too.
Yeah.
Okay, don't say them out loud yet.
Oh, okay.
I can copy you, I guess.
And what else? Can you cheat that?
No. I don't know.
Okay, Nick, you got yours?
I only got 2.
Actually, that's yours.
It's okay. If you
Yeah.
have 2, that's fine.
I got you.
Yep.
I don't.
No, but it's a concern.
That's okay.
Oh.
Can you get his phone off the table?
No, I thought that would be fun.
Okay. So we're gonna come back to those later.
Oh.
Beer-induced brain fog for your top 3.
Hey, Maria.
Okay. So you guys have your favorite oils. Now to start it off, your top 3 health concerns. So now what I'm going to ask you is, so far, what are your favorite oils? And if they're included in this top 3, I want you to grab them in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, my other one's not here. Wait.
Okay, just one for now.
Oh,
Alright, that's
Oh, I
good.
think
That's
it's
good.
3. Oh.
No.
What'd you
Okay,
take?
Good.
I got
Okay,
lavender.
so
Yeah, answer
wait,
mine first.
hold on. Okay, so
Look
this
at
is going to
mine.
be one at a time, so no one else speaks, so the audience can hear
Sure.
each one of you, okay? Starting with John, let's show the audience on both Facebook and Instagram Live your favorite oil that you chose out of the top 10 and why.
Okay. Mine's peppermint. And I'll get nice and close. Ooh,
Gotta get
peppermint.
that.
Ooh, peppermint. Why do I choose it? Because it's absolutely amazing, and I'm an avid gum chewer, and it just reminds me, it keeps me relaxed. Because I'm a big peppermint guy. And
You think it relaxes or energizes?
it kind of energizes, actually. Gets me
It's good
going.
for focus, right?
Yeah, it helps me actually in the morning.
All right, Harry, you're up next.
Okay, so the one that I picked out is lavender. And so the reason I picked this one is because so often at night I have problems like sort of like falling asleep. I get restless and my mind sort of like races all the time.
Hey,
Dude,
she said babe.
and yeah, so this sort of like it's a very like soothing smell. It helps you relax. It's good to help you fall asleep. So that's why I chose lavender.
Nice. Okay, Nick, you're up.
I chose Deep Blue because I use Deep Blue daily to help with
Show it up here and on Instagram Live as well.
Deep Blue for my muscle soreness after a workout, or I also use it if I'm trying to fall asleep. And it tends to relax my muscles,
Nice.
and that's it. Anything else, Mikhail?
No. Okay, so that's good. So before we get in, actually, let's just do this. Okay, so we're gonna now go through the top 10 oils. So can you guys place your oils back?
12. I already did.
But wait,
This
where
was
the-
right there. I think.
Which other one is it?
I think you have 2 teachers, maybe. That's why.
Is that what's going on?
'Cause you have
Okay.
the roller and
Yeah,
then you have
okay.
the bottom.
So we got the top 10 here. So first what we're going to do is we're going to start with lavender. Do you know what? We're going to start with peppermint. Okay, guys. So what I want you to do is I want you to grab the peppermint.
All
John-
together?
John is...
There's
And all right, I'm going to put a drop of peppermint in your hands. Take your hands out.
Remember what not to do.
Your eyes.
Yeah, that did that before. It was
Okay.
burning.
Yeah,
So
you
this
make
is-
that mistake once.
This is one drop that I'm putting in their hands. Now I want you guys to rub your hands together and create a little bit of friction, a little bit of heat. Okay, now I want you to shut your eyes. Shut your
Keep
eyes.
going.
Inhale or hold your hands above your nose. And I want you to take 3 deep, really deep breaths, inhalations, in and out.
Ready?
Go.
1, 2,
Right.
3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, good. Okay, good. All right, how do you guys feel? What do you feel?
I feel
You guys
invigorated. I don't know. I feel like I just got a nice jolt of energy.
Yeah, the sinuses feel cleared out. Breathing very, very easily.
What is calling?
Why does that look so painful? Well, it was kind of painful. But it was worth it.
Thanks for asking. Thanks for being concerned about
Yeah,
our
a
health,
key is closing the eyes because you get this in the eyes and
which
it's
I've done
not
before.
gonna be good for a while.
Okay.
My eyes are wide.
Okay, good
Fine.
segue. Let's talk a little bit about safety. So what happens, or what has happened when one of you, or maybe 3 of you, have got peppermint in your eyes? What are you
It
supposed
burns. What do I do though?
What do you not do, first of all?
to do?
No water.
What don't we use?
I don't know.
You don't use water.
It's an
because it just
oil.
spreads it around your eyes
Well,
more.
You know, maybe that's why I kept burning out more.
You don't use water and oil. Just
So, Michaela, what are we supposed to use?
Okay.
Yeah, my eyes are wide.
So,
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Oh,
first question, do water and oil mix?
if
No.
you add,
Oh.
no. If you add mustard and you
Okay.
put it around, it might help.
Generally,
It will not help.
Yes, it will.
There's still
generally,
That is
generally
absurd.
water and oil don't mix. So what you want to do is if you ever get peppermint in your eyes, you don't want to add water because it's just going to make it worse. So what are you going to do?
Called Ghostbusters.
Coconut oil.
Okay, what are you going to do with coconut oil?
Mix it.
Into what? Your eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
So if you ever
Oh,
do
that's-
get
that's
if
what
you
I've
ever
been
get peppermint in your eyes or any other oil, don't add water. You're going to get another carrier oil. Coconut oil is probably pretty gentle on your eyes. It's going to be a probably bad experience either way for a few minutes, but it'll get the the coconut oil.
Okay, let's test it. Get
Do it.
Yeah, John, go for it.
Okay.
You want, what do we do? You want me to put it in my eye?
No,
not that. Are you serious?
Oh, you mean my?
Just to make sure the coconut oil is safe.
No, we're not putting this.
No, I was
anywhere
gonna
on.
put peppermint in the
Okay.
eye and then test that.
Safety. Okay, safety number 2, boys. Safety number 2. Actually, this is still number 1. So the first thing you need to know is when you're using essential oils do not go in entry parts of the body.
That's debatable.
Looking for a good time.
I'm just kidding. Of course.
So yeah, you never want to put oils in your ears, up your nose, in your eyes, or in any other areas that we don't have to talk about live.
Ears
Oh.
and eyes. That's 2 out of the 5 that I
Inappropriate.
have somehow managed to get in places. Okay, moving on.
Oh no. What's Colin saying?
See if Nick likes lime in his beer.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, let's do it.
And that would make
you
sense.
need
Wait, I need
beer.
another beer.
Oh,
hey, go get-
I need another beer.
Go get a
John, are you
Corona.
good? Do you want something?
I'll have
I'm
one.
So,
usually
Michelle,
an
a
au natural
question.
guy.
Which
so-
of these can you orally ingest?
Oh, that's a good question.
Okay, that's coming. That's coming. Okay,
Oh,
so
that's for later.
Alright.
We're gonna get into that.
okay, so peppermint is definitely one that you can ingest. So
I've actually done it.
take your finger and just stick your finger on the top of the bottle.
So why would you want to put peppermint in your mouth?
Freshen breath.
Fresh your breath. What else?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Well, it's good for calming your stomach. You know, after a big meal. So that'll be good for us.
We
Heartburn?
just had lots of food, some veal parm.
So if you put a little bit in your mouth, it's intense, but it's like great.
Oh yeah.
It's invigorating, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Hey, you know what we should do?
Holy.
Oh yeah. That'll make that.
No, but hey,
Holy.
good idea. You don't eat the ginger at sushi, so
Yeah,
we should bring
palate
this.
cleanser.
We
Cheers,
should bring this to sushi, and then instead of using the ginger, we can cleanse our palate between rounds with this. Is that an option? That would be
That's
a thing.
pretty
Let's test
reasonable.
You
it.
could, or you
We should
could.
do a live at sushi.
We could do a live at sushi. You can also use a ginger. I have ginger right here.
Oh, you do have ginger.
There
so
is ginger.
Nick,
That's a lot.
instead of being scared of the ginger at the place, you can take the oils.
Alright.
Anyone who,
All right, let's try the
anyone who
lime.
Okay.
eats the ginger is
Next
a
oil.
psychopath.
No, are we doing the lime in the beer?
I don't have lime. I didn't bring it.
What
But
about
we,
lemon?
We can do lemon, or we can do grapefruit. What do you guys want?
No bueno.
Whatever. Let's try something crazy.
Okay, throw a drop of grapefruit in your beer.
I don't think that's a thing. I think it's more.
Radler.
I think it's more.
Yes,
Oh!
Radler.
It's a Radler.
Okay, we
Okay.
are making a Radler. What?
You have to shake it. You have to shake oils.
No.
Yes, I just
If it's
took
pure.
out my gum.
Only one drop
Why?
because it'll taste too much like
Well, it's,
grapefruit.
well, it's concentrated.
One
right?
drop.
They're
everybody
very,
knows
very potent.
Oh.
But the question becomes, oh, look at the color change. The question becomes, how are we going to mix this?
There is no color change, Perry. That was
Yeah,
all
you can
in,
see right here.
in your eye.
Okay,
Okay, next question.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Science boy.
So the next oil we're going to talk about is lavender. So I pretty
No,
much
I don't
just
trust
want
you.
you guys to smell lavender.
Oh, I
and
love lavender.
don't say anything yet. Just,
Yeah, that's why you picked it. Just kidding. I picked it.
Okay, just take a couple sniffs.
Wow.
Don't say anything yet.
Yeah, you don't want
That's the best.
Do you know what?
It's kind of like
Okay,
BO.
hold
I was
on.
gonna
Kinda
say.
like BO.
Okay.
What?
Kind of smells like lavender. Smells like
No, it doesn't.
body odor a little bit.
No, it doesn't.
No. What do you
Really?
You have great body odor then.
Okay,
There's
so
not a
I
chance
want
that
you.
statement's true.
I didn't say. I didn't, I
Yeah.
didn't say it's bad, but
Okay, John, tell me what
So
you're
body odor
experiencing with
smells
the
good in
lavender
there.
good.
Okay.
now and
That's
maybe
it.
in the past.
Well,
Was
right
it-
now I'm watching my hockey team lose in the background, and this is somehow calming me down because normally I'd be a stress case. But that smell just kind of reminded me that it's just a game, and it was very calming. So now I'm a lot more relaxed than I was 2 minutes ago, and I've used it before with calming myself down and stuff because I get a little tense.
Okay, Perry, what are you experiencing with the lavender?
Sort of the things I explained before. So for me, I mostly associate the smell with like going to bed and sleeping and this kind of stuff. So yeah, kind of just like those calming sort of like sensations and whatnot. So
It's almost
Yeah.
like someone's rubbing your back.
it's pretty much exactly like that.
All
That's how I
right.
feel now,
So Nick has used it for sleeping as well, but what else is used in a lot of the blends that I give you? What do you use it for?
So thanks for bringing it up. But see that thing on my face there? I use lavender, and now it's a pink and not a ruthless red. And it helped out my pimple that I had
Or orange.
Give
for
me
a
some
whole
shirt. Give me
week.
some of the lavender.
And so I use lavender on my face if I have any blemishes that my girlfriend makes me get away.
Okay, that's a good call. I didn't know that. I'm gonna start doing that because I have lavender in my house too.
Okay, so
You have
next
a
time
great
you
complexion.
smell lavender, you're probably
Okay,
going
should I be
to
in the middle
want-
here?
Okay, so next time you smell lavender, you'll probably want to associate it with all things soothing. So whether that's calming your skin or calming you to bed, that's the main purpose for lavender. But so, do you guys feel calm? Do you feel nervous?
Well, we're under pressure, so
I'm
a
good.
lot
I'm
of
good.
pressure, but
I'm cool as a cucumber.
we got 6 pairs of eyes on us.
Can
so.
we put? Oh, we did put lavender in.
You guys
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
add?
yeah,
wanna
yeah,
add
we
some
got-
what you did?
2 drops of lavender, 1 drop of peppermint, 3 drops of easy.
Oh, you already did.
Can I put?
Yeah.
Can I just?
for future reference, directly inhale.
Will that help me? I feel
It
good.
could.
You
It's
feel
actually-
good?
yeah.
Okay, you guys feel good. Okay, so the next one we're going to talk about is doTERRA's lovely Sunshine in a Bottle.
Oh no! I just rubbed my eyes.
No,
Oh man.
You're done.
All right, Sunshine in a Bottle. Okay, boys, take a nice big sniff of this. Tell me how it makes you feel.
Duchesne! There it is.
Fired up, apparently.
Oh, that's very good.
Waft
That's
it. Waft it, John.
no,
Deep inhales.
Cool.
no, that's unbelievable. I love that.
How does it make you feel?
It kind of does smell like beach. It smells like tropical. Only thing is like citrus itself. I don't know why, but I'm not that big of a fan. But this,
Okay.
this is a lot better.
It's kind of like a clean feeling.
Yeah,
You know when you,
very uplifting.
yeah, it's kind of like you know when you have like a nice like lemon water or something and you feel like detoxified. I would say it makes me feel that way.
Wait, so could you use this in your water?
You definitely could.
So for
Yeah.
oral ingestion, this is one of the things
So
that
you
do.
could have this orally.
Oh, nice.
You sure could. Add it to your beer.
Fantastic. If I didn't already have grapefruit in my beer, I'd probably add
What did
this.
we do with? Tell them what we did with lemon the other night after you worked with your dad.
So I used lemon to clean off my hands after I had grease and oil and even
Such
paint
a
on my
man.
hand, and it took it right off fast, even faster than all of the other artificial soaps that they have at the shop, and it worked even better than those.
Awesome. Okay, so
Yeah, it actually.
Timber's garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, Timber's
Let me
garage.
see your
Yeah.
hands. Let me see your
This
hands.
is not,
Let me see
this
your
is not a
hands.
paid advertisement. Honest mechanics, I swear.
Oh yeah, they are clean.
okay, so yeah.
Callus is
It
too.
actually is.
Perry, this guy right here. Perry. He nailed it. So doTERRA's lemon.
Be surprised.
doTERRA's lemon is known for its cleansing effects. So it cleans surfaces. It cleans the body. It
Need it.
when you take it, it's really good for like detoxifying and digestion as well. But it is our happy oil. So John, I think, probably experienced that the most because it kind of made him think about being on vacation.
Yeah, honestly, it's like beach. As soon as you smell beach, unless you hate tropical weather, which makes you not a human. If you like does it taste like that?
That's so good.
Yeah, grapefruit the beer. Great call.
Good call, Colleen.
Oh, that's good.
So good.
Anyways, back to my beach. Life's a beach. But it kind of reminds me of vacation, and that's why I kind of smiled a lot when I smelled it. And it's amazing.
And Duchesne squirt.
And then Duchesne scored, so it's like good things happen for those who have happy
Positive,
sunshine.
positive vibes.
Those who have essential oils.
For those who have essential oils, we salute you.
Okay. ACDC, worst best band ever.
Okay.
The best,
They're
worst
awful.
band of all time.
No, worst
with
best
Kiss.
band.
They
Okay.
are bad.
The next
No, they're on.
Easy call.
They're so bad.
the next oil that we're going to talk about is doTERRA's tea tree.
Oh, speaking of the
tea tree.
glitter on my face.
Okay, now
Is that another good one?
Yeah, that helps your face.
when you guys smell tea tree, well, you guys aren't girls, so you would never have experienced
Whoa.
lice.
Hey, we're,
Oh, hey,
hey,
it's
we're,
2017.
we're sex positive on this.
Okay, do you guys ever have to take tea tree in your hair for lice as children?
For lice, Never had lice.
No,
Okay,
me
so
either.
you
But
wouldn't-
but teacher in the oil for moisture.
Not worried about the hair thing.
I
Okay.
have.
So girls often associate this smell with when they had lice as children because our parents would
Quit flexing.
put our hair
Yeah, I'm out
or would lather our hair up in tea tree and it would hopefully kill off the lice. But interestingly enough, the boys don't have this experience. So they're going to smell some tea tree and they're going to tell you about what they're thinking about now and also how they've used them because you've used tea tree before.
I've used it.
Yeah.
They've all used tea tree. So they're going to just smell it to remind them and they're going to talk a little bit about that.
I don't like being first.
You have to be first. You're the glue.
Yeah, you're
What is this?
Teacher.
I know what it's tea tree, but I'm trying to figure out what can I associate with.
Stupid. Oh.
Well, since John's having a bit of a brain fart
No,
now,
I thought we were just gonna talk about it after everybody smells
that's
it.
okay.
is that what we should do?
Yeah. I don't know.
Alright.
This is also a pilot, by the way. Us three were thinking about starting a podcast. So this would be like
Oil?
the pilot episode before we get picked up by some type of sports.
Right
broadcaster.
on the pimple there.
Let's see what happens in about 10 minutes.
Nice.
Good test run.
Do you know what? doTERRA actually has touch bottles that you can rub right onto your pimples. You don't have to put it on now, but
No, I won't. But that's good to know. I've used the one like that too.
okay. Let's talk about tea tree. Nick, start. What do you think about when you
I have to
think about tea tree?
re-smell here.
Yeah, you smell John.
Tea tree smells fresh, but I am familiar with tea tree because my girlfriend, Michaela, makes me put up my face whenever I have a pimple. Because supposedly that is the best way to help get rid of them. And it seems to be working so far. Perry?
Yeah, so I guess I'm kind of biased for tea tree as well because I mainly use tea tree oil for like a kind of like a hairspray, mix it with like sea salt and water, and
keep
glorious,
bragging,
great for your hair.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, you got to do it. At, a lot of volume.
Keep bragging.
And all right, Nick's just bitter because he lost all his, but that's a dagger. Yeah, so that's usually what I think of when I smell tea tree. But again, it's like one of these soothing smells. Probably throw it in the bath if you're having a bath, but might
Okay,
go
I
in
got
some
it.
places you don't want.
No, I got it. But this reminds me, tea tree smells like when you get a massage and they have like the
Yeah.
Amazon music
Oh,
playing in the background.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You get the rain. Yeah.
Okay, so I always forget about tea tree because I don't use it that often. I mostly use it for my skin. And I make a lot of lice sprays for people. That's pretty much the only reason I would use it.
Why would you do that?
Okay, so tea tree, good for cuts and wounds. Did you guys know that?
No, good to know.
So if you have any kind of a cut or a sore, it'll actually it's a natural way to clean
Is it like
out.
an antibiotic or something?
It's an antibacterial.
Antibacterial. Okay.
Right. You can take it in a capsule, like a vegetable capsule, if you have like a virus or any bacteria. It's really good on cold sores and canker sores. So all from
Oh, good to
skin.
know. Yeah.
Athlete's foot,
That's what
sore
I.
throat.
I'm the only athlete here, so.
All
Come on in.
right, we're getting
Sore
something.
throats and ear infections. So if you start to feel like you have sore ears or if you have sinus pressure, I usually put a little bit of tea tree on my nose and it helps to bring everything out, which is gross, but it helps. Also, bronchitis, cold, and flu. So it's really good for the immune system, really good for cleansing the body, cleansing cuts, antibacterial, all things clean. Okay, what is next? So next, okay.
broTERRA.
Oh, broTERRA!
Yeah.
broTERRA.
Sorry.
Nick, you left your feet though.
It's 2017.
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah.
Colleen's impressive how much you guys really know.
Hey,
Well,
it's all from experience.
it's in sugar.
Yeah, you love the product? Yeah.
Yeah.
We have no choice. That's
Okay.
okay. We enjoy it.
All right, what's
What's
next?
next?
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, we're going
Yeah, I
to
love
talk
it.
about.
You guys start looking up there. It's probably, there's 5 people. How many people are watching this?
It's getting.
Okay, so we're screwed either way.
Insta Live, love you guys too.
This is so great.
Who
Keep
said
going
that?
till those guys are doing.
Jumping
Keep
jacks.
going. Those guys are doing amazing.
Oh, what do you want? Any requests for oils?
Ask your questions.
Any songs?
Comment below.
Yeah, any
Any
questions?
questions? For
Yeah,
these idiots?
actually,
If you guys have questions, post them up at any time and we can answer them. Okay.
Whatever oil you want in John's eyes.
We're
post
gonna
that as well.
shoot through the next couple so we can get down to some of my other questions that I have.
Okay.
So next we're going to talk about frankincense.
Let's do one each.
Okay, frankincense.
You show
Harry,
me.
you're talking frankincense.
All right, I'll talk frankincense.
This is a lot of pressure.
So, interesting fact about frankincense that I heard today. Apparently, it reaches your brain in 20 seconds if you rub it on your feet. It crosses your blood-brain barrier. I'm not sure what the efficiency is, but Michaela could definitely get you those numbers. And, I'm not too sure what to associate this smell with, but
Frankenstein.
You sure you don't know?
well, Jesus got frankincense.
Let me see.
Smells like church.
Yeah, I guess they put it in the
Like
holy
church.
water.
Do they?
I don't know.
Harry.
Well, if only you knew.
Thanks, Colleen.
It's with a
Love
P.
you, girl.
P as in.
Hey. Like that.
I'm trying to figure out what this is.
Okay, are you thinking about church?
It's something.
It kind of smells old.
Like
Lady-ish.
Like
incense?
old ladies, yeah.
Hey, what if young ladies want to use this?
And they're gonna smell like old ladies.
We
You'll
don't
still be young, and
stereotype
then
here.
you're just gonna smell old.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the
Explain
smell
that
of this
study
really.
about it.
That really doesn't register.
Your mom asked a
Doesn't-
fantastic question.
Okay, what's the question?
Question.
Tell us
Can
how
you bring it up
reluctant
on-
you
It's a
are
good
using.
question.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm 100% gonna answer this.
Oh,
too.
here we
You
go.
can all
Yeah,
play
go for it.
Okay, you go. That's a
John.
great question.
Okay, I am a stubborn Frenchman.
No.
Amen.
No.
Wow.
No, but for me, I thought it was so like. I guess I was like thinking that people were trying to convince me, so it's like fake, and it's just like all in your head until you started using it, and so I kind of. How would you say, like, I humored Michaela to kind of try it out, and then
Yeah, but then you used it.
And then I
actually
used
worked.
it. And then-
you gave
yeah,
in to
but
her being
here's an-
relentless.
yeah, but
peer
another
pressure.
Okay,
Peer pressure
yeah,
works.
but
Yeah.
another thing too is not gonna lie, once you started buying in, I'm like, okay, Nick's very calculated man,
No.
so
He
I
wasn't-
figured there's got to be something to it, and he started passing around his different oils, and Michaela started giving us extra, and my girlfriend got into it. God rest her soul.
Thanks.
And-
Oh my god.
But that's how. And
John is officially dating me and not
now,
Cassie.
yeah, and now it's
I guess
all.
I get Nick then.
Now it's all good.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's some backup prize.
And this, by the way, Deep Blue is still working.
Yeah, Deep Blue is still working.
Yeah.
It's very intense at the beginning, and then it kind of mellows out, which is really nice. I think, we've all sort of had the same experience where it's the girlfriends getting us involved with this kind of thing, and we all sort of just cave, and then that's what happened with the lavender. And then you really find one.
Damn
You're like,
lavender.
Yeah,
God damn it.
I love the you know, you get a great sleep on lavender. I do. I love it. It's the best one for me. But yeah, I think it's one of those things. Once you use it and you know that it works, then
I have a question.
you can really buy into
After
it.
you're done, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were all skeptical at first, and then I think a lot of us were all into research and stuff for what we do, and we were kind of skeptical, and then we kind of used it because it was forced on our throats as our girlfriends,
Thank God you.
and we quickly found out that it was benefiting us in whichever way we found personally that it was helping us. Like for me personally, I used Deep Blue and Easy Air and stuff before workouts and after workouts, and it helped, and so we just kept kind of going with it, and then we were quickly open to using the other stuff. So that's about it. I guess we're still going strong.
Yeah.
And now we're live broadcasting about it. So we've come a long
Oh,
way.
yeah.
We've come
That's
a long
right.
way.
It's a long way to the
I forgot
top.
about that. When we were watching, remember you were watching the hockey game and the NHL players were using it.
Yeah, true.
Okay, let's talk
That's
about
probably
that.
another.
Let's
Yeah,
talk
that's
about
probably
that.
a good seller too. But the NHL players were using it instead of their smelling salts.
Yeah, so
Um,
first I started using peppermint.
Yeah, you started it.
Then the NHL guys
And the
caught on.
NHL caught
Before our workouts. So I was using it before workouts because Mikhail made me, and it was helping.
And the NHL
Instead
found out
of
about
using
it.
like all these different pre-workout powders and stuff, so we just started using peppermint and sniffing it. I made John do it, and he was like, "Well, that's kind of weird, whatever." And then we were watching hockey together, the Senators, and a guy on the bench just grabbed some broTERRA and peppermint and rubbed it together and sniffed it up, and he used that as some energy boost. So then he kind of bought it.
I also have a question for Michaela.
Sure.
I think
Okay, so-
Q&A is the way to go.
Pardon?
I think Q&A.
Yeah, Q&A is a lot better. So you're talking about like just all like the general health effects and like how it makes us feel and stuff. Is there such a thing? Because I know people like it's like I don't know if it's old wives' tale or whatever, but people use like onion and garlic to like to cleanse and keep away vampires. But is there any oils that don't necessarily smell good, but you can still use like therapeutically, or is it more so for smell?
Yeah, so let's talk about oregano.
Ooh, I might do that in my pasta sauce.
We've used that. Okay, let's take a sniff
Great
of oregano
segue, John.
and tell me what you think about
scripted.
tell me what you think about the scent.
Well, that's very strong.
Yeah,
It's not like
It's
it
not,
doesn't.
What, is it something that you would use to like boost your energy or your
I don't know because it
does it make you happy?
No, it just smells like an herb that you eat. Like,
He's grumpy.
yeah, well that's true too. No, but it doesn't like there's no emotion that I actually.
Sure.
Okay, and also smell Zengest. Tell me what you think about
That's for your
Zengest.
belly.
Yeah, this definitely isn't something that you probably want to smell like, I guess. So that's
Ooh, this one's like black licorice. I like this.
But some people wouldn't. Some people wouldn't love
Oh,
the
really?
smell of
Right,
that.
it's
I'm a black licorice.
Yeah,
but
if
not
you're not
everyone
a black
likes black
licorice,
at a restaurant. Some people get rattled at the
Yeah.
end.
answer the question.
I can't wait to go to dinner
It's
with
pretty good,
people when I know that they don't like black
I
licorice
don't
candy,
like black licorice.
Yeah, so you can take it after.
and I take all
And
of
just
it. I
like
eat the
stash.
Yeah.
Okay, so to answer your question, some people hate the scent of some of the oils, so I particularly do not like the smell of oregano, especially the pure doTERRA oregano.
Oh, sorry.
But oregano is like it's a oil that is very high in antioxidants, and it can actually be used as an antibiotic. So you're only supposed to use it for 7 to 10 days and then go off, and you can take it internally, or you can put it even on the bottom of your feet so that you don't have to smell it, but you're still going to get the same effects. So I know a lot of people that are actually using lavender, and they don't like the smell of it.
Oh, I was
So
reading.
like what Nick was saying is he hates the smell, or you think the smell of lavender is like BO, which is what actually a few people have said. But a lot of people have also applied that to their feet before night, before they went to bed, and they put their socks on and they don't have to smell it, but it usually knocks them out. My mom uses that pretty much every night. What's it? What are we doing?
Colleen said something about cannelloni, but I think that's not it.
Oh,
Tansy?
blue tansy totally
Yeah,
smells
cannelloni,
like
like the pasta. Yeah.
And
Really?
it comes out completely blue. It's
Ooh.
people put it on their face, and it's really good for your skin, but it does stay on your face, and it turns you blue for like a couple hours. So a lot of people like to do it at night. But yeah, so if you don't like the smell of them, I always tell people to apply them on the bottom of your feet. I hate Roman chamomile; it makes me sick. But I like to use this one Clary Calm for PMS. We don't have to talk about that, boys.
No, but we're actually sex positive, so we're not going to down talk you.
Yeah,
But
we have wine.
I hate the smell of Roman chamomile, but I have a lot of problems with my mood during that time.
Nick knows.
So I applied that to the bottom of my feet pretty much every day leading up to it, and it helps.
So you're saying when the oil in your bottle starts going down, Nick's simultaneously somehow with his Zen and his lavender for stress relief is also going down.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't bought me the Clary Calm bottle.
Ooh, but hey, Christmas,
Wow.
Black Friday,
Thanks,
just
man.
this weekend,
Oh.
Christmas, Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday.
You might find something nice in your stocking.
Another
My mom had a
another interesting point about I'll answer in a second.
I got a question.
About the scent. So Jim has no smell receptors in
You have
his
to say
nose.
who Jim is.
Jim is my stepdad. He has no smell receptors in his nose, so he can't smell dinner. He can't smell anything. If there's a bad smell in the air, he should have been a plumber. He really should have been, because he can't smell anything. But he gets pretty bad heartburn every once in a while. And I told him to take a few sniffs of the peppermint right from the bottle. And although he couldn't smell it, it took the heartburn away.
Oh,
So it had nothing to do with the scent
Right.
itself. It was the benefits from the bottle, just from inhaling it. So, okay, what's my mom
So,
saying?
well, I got a question too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if this, like, do you sometimes do if, like, you have, like, a super, like, aromatic one, like the peppermint or something, and mix that with one that doesn't smell so good to kind of mask it?
Absolutely, yeah. So,
Yeah, so that could be a technique.
yeah, I'm trying to think of an example, but I can't think of an example off the top of my head. But
Well,
Well, they give
a
you
lot
an
of people like to mask.
oregano.
Like if you add a citrus oil, usually to some of the oils, the citrus will.
Yeah, overpower.
Or
Dominate.
I also got a question too.
Goodness, okay.
No, but like, does doTERRA, like, do they supply you, or do they have like complimentary scents to go with, like their set, like complimentary oils by any chance? like to offset? Like, is there some that go well together? I know they have
Like
their
to tell
blends.
you,
Do they
with this
tell you,
oil, you
like,
should use
speaking
this.
which one?
I'm
Put together.
speaking.
Yeah, but
I'm
you weren't
speaking.
coming across clear.
No, but I was just gonna say,
you-
like,
speaking of
besides
knowledge,
them already having their own like blends, is there something they can provide you? Say if you don't have access, you haven't bought in a blend, but you have other oils. Can they tell you which ones go well together that you compare? Or
Yeah, so there's tons of resources that, I mean, it's all over the internet. So like, if you type in like, what did you search? Not nausea, car sickness.
Oh yeah, from when we went to Ottawa.
I know.
So she went online and literally typed in car sickness, and it showed her the 3 oils to put together. But then there's also like oil tools books that you can get. But then there's also oils that are, there's an aromatherapy kit that comes with an emotional oil wheel, and it points you in the right direction to what oil you should be using if you're feeling a certain way. So yeah, there are definitely tons of resources out there.
All right.
So my mom said, sometimes you might not like the smell, but you can use the oil topically or in caps. Sometimes it smells good today, but not tomorrow. Good point. So there's certain oils. There's one oil that's called Console. Hated the smell of it. And then as soon as I was having a bad day, I loved it. So there's certain oils that you'll need on one day and you'll hate on the next. Yes.
Yes, John.
Unrelated, but I just thought of this.
Yeah.
And like 2 years ago, my girlfriend had bought me Poopery. And it's before bathroom spray.
There we go. This is the good stuff.
When you stink, you need it.
No, but I'm
I
saying-
make poopery with oils.
Yeah, and we didn't. Well, I didn't know this at the time because it was before we had gotten into this. But I remember reading the bottle. It was talking about all the essential oils in it, and it never clicked. And then you had made Cassie a bottle of like a poo spray that helps keep
Yeah.
scent down in the toilet bowl. Which, if you work
Correct.
if you work with a lot of people and you have to share a bathroom, you can do it. And so Poopery, yeah, this is you can buy it
No
or
fair
you can make it.
No
But
fair.
there's a bunch of essential oils in it.
All right. So next,
For people, you got to do it.
Yeah, hey, it's common courtesy.
Lots of poop.
It's common courtesy, exactly.
okay, let's
It's not
finish
a-
these.
it's not
Let's
about-
finish
Yes.
these.
All right,
these
let's
last-
get through
Can't
this.
even
Let's
buy
get
it.
through the last 4 oils so you guys can answer a couple of my last
4?
questions. Okay,
Okay, that's why we got to do one each.
Nick, go for the Zengest.
I got thrown under the bus
Harry?
on frankincense.
Okay, yeah. John, you're going to go for the easier.
And we already did deep blue, right?
Deep blue, we can just take it. Yeah.
We've already done deep blue. Okay, so you're doing easier.
I've already had.
Okay,
Is
then
there
do
peppermint in
I
this?
put easier in here.
No,
didn't
it's
I?
not peppermint.
But is there peppermint in Zengest?
Yeah.
I knew it.
How?
'Cause
Okay,
it's
so these 3 oils, along with deep
there's
blue,
peppermint.
roller?
There's
Okay, listen,
peppermint
listen.
easier too.
Okay.
these 3 oils, along with deep blue, are blends.
Oh.
So they've combined all the most important oils, kind of like what you were talking about. How do you know what to mix? And they put them into a bottle all together. So, Nick, you can explain Zengest because I use it all the time for my issues.
Yeah, so Zengest, I'm familiar with Zengest because every single time we decide we're going to go out in public to have dinner and whatnot, Mikayla decides she's going to eat, and then all of a sudden, the oils start coming out, and she's just rubbing it
On the belly?
On her belly.
I do that.
She's like just lathering it up in front of everyone.
I don't
Like,
do it in
what
front of
are
everyone.
you do so?
I don't
Do it
What
in
are
the
you
privacy
doing?
of your own
You
home.
And it's always Zengest. She always tells me, and she swears
Almost like
by it.
digest.
I have no digestive issues whatsoever, so I don't know because I've never used it. But I can tell by how much she uses it that obviously it works good for her. But she does it like wherever, whenever to deal with her
Whatever.
deficiencies.
I put my essential oils on.
All right, Shakira in the building.
Okay, so Harry, are you familiar with On Guard?
No, this is my first experience with On Guard. Yeah,
I smell it.
What does On Guard have in it?
I got no idea.
Can you see any of the ingredients?
Yeah, I can
This
read
one
it for
doesn't.
you.
This one doesn't say. Should it say, Michaela?
No, I gotta peel it for ingredients. Is that okay?
Oh, okay, that's fine. Anyways, it has clove in it. That's what you're probably smelling.
I was gonna say, like, if I had to guess what it smells like, I would say some sort of like chamomile tea or something
Where do
like
I
this.
feel for ingredients?
Oh, interesting.
That's what I would smell it.
Can I
Yeah,
smell?
what kind of tea though?
Like chamomile.
Oh, it kind of smells like like a pumpkin spice latte.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cinnamony.
Pumpkin spice latte.
Some sort of
Yeah.
like some sort of
It's
tea,
it's
like
it's
Okay,
like
I'm
latte
feeling this, by the way.
beverage. Yeah, it's a really interesting smell. It's not as sort of intense as the other ones.
Holy crap, there's a lot that goes in these blends.
Yeah.
You're
I-
taking the label off. That's a wild move.
All right, Mikhail, what are some of the benefits of this one?
So On Guard is doTERRA's immunity blend. So it'll keep you healthy.
Ooh, I
It'll
need some of
boost
that.
your immunity if you're getting sick or if you're already
Just
sick.
one drop. She did that to me before.
Oh, you're going to put it in your water?
Yeah.
Okay, you can. Ew.
Funny story.
Oh, that's two.
First time, okay, right when Mikhail got started with this, I was getting sick, and she's like, "Oh, On Guard, On Guard." I'm like, "Okay." She puts like a bunch of drops.
No, there was like 4
There
drops.
was like
Overdosed on
a
Guard.
few drops.
Yeah.
Man, I thought I was gonna die. And I was just
Let me try
like
it.
drinking, trying to get it down.
For your reference, there's 2 drops and a little bit here. I don't know if you
Okay,
That's
slam
it.
it.
We'll
Slam
see.
it.
It's going to be spicy. It's a hot oil.
Yeah, like it's like
Oh,
you're on
God.
fire. You're on
What?
fire. She put me like 4 or 5. Yeah, I know exactly.
No, it's not bad.
You
Come
like
on.
that? Okay. So a lot of people
Okay, it's a slow burn.
Yeah,
it's a
there's
slow
a
burn.
burn. There's a
It
burn
builds.
there.
You know,
I
since it's an
actually-
oil, it does
I
spread around
actually
your mouth.
cannot believe Mary just did that.
I have extra water here.
Yeah, he wants some.
It's
Look at
tap
that.
water,
I'm
though.
dying.
Why don't
I
you take
told
some coconut oil to combat that?
No, I'm good. Definitely a slow burn. Definitely because it's an oil, you know, it spreads around the surface of your mouth and it's going to stay in there for a while. Didn't really think about that. But hopefully positive effects. And fingers crossed.
Okay, so a lot of people wouldn't put that right in their mouth because it's considered a hot oil. It's not dangerous, but you can actually get vegetable capsules. They're made of like vegetable oil, and you can take them internally without feeling the burn in your mouth.
The burn's not so bad. Maybe overrated.
Yeah. Okay.
Too much hype on the.
I got
too
a
much
good-
hype on the burn.
So,
There's also There's also doTERRA beadlets, which are these tiny little.
Gel capsules.
They're like they're so tiny, but they have a quarter of a drop of On Guard in them that you can pop in your mouth. So do people do put
That's a
them
good
right
mix.
in
Right?
their mouth?
Good mix.
I like to diffuse it pretty much every night with Easy Air because I get sick all the time. So it's really good for immunity. So I
Sweet.
think if you're
Since
around,
you get sick all the
if
time.
you're around
Okay.
schools or any places,
I
like,
literally just thought of something
okay.
really good.
All right.
On Guard, if it's, would you say it's a hot oil?
This can be
No, but it's fine. You can put it in your Caesar instead of hot sauce. So you're kind of
No, it's not that hot.
okay. well,
Different,
you gotta
different
put it on.
spice.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, maybe we'll have another time when we put it in.
That
Caesar.
was absurd.
I could try it, but
We're gonna just
it's
do
a
a
different
doTERRA
spice.
cocktails night.
Easier.
Yeah, let's
Easier.
do it.
Chana.
My easier. Okay. I already peeled back the labels, and you can smell like a good solid presence of peppermint. And I actually, once I peeled the
You
skin
guys,
back.
grab a little bit of that and put it on the bridge of your nose.
Okay, because this it says eucalyptus oil too, which was
Oh, Cass said that's good for the bath.
White Oak was on
It
the
is good
spot.
for the bath. It's like
Ooh.
this.
see. I got a big
Plug.
nose bridge, so I have to take a lot more drops.
What
What, is
as well,
it,
you
what
know.
does it remind you of when you guys do that?
Massage oils. I don't know.
Okay. Definitely dangerous around the eyes. I'm not a fan already.
Because there's peppermint.
Yeah, why do we do this?
Dude, you're so
What'd you do?
soft. That is the softest thing
What did
I've
What'd
you
ever
you
done.
do?
No, I'm
Put
saying
it near his eyes and he's crying.
I thought he put it.
No, mine's
Oh my-
No.
I'm getting some visual flames.
Yeah, but it feels good. Like, you feel like...
Okay, like if
Like
you
right
guys,
in
if you
the-
guys were in your mouth,
You, John.
this one's not orally,
you're fine, but it probably tastes bad.
not as bad as the hot one.
So this is doTERRA's respiratory blend. So it might remind you of Vicks.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Damn it! You always have a better answer than what I think. I think I'm on.
she
the
knows what the answer is.
Yeah,
Of course she has a better one.
So instead of like lathering your bodies in Vicks when you're sick because it's got a bunch of crap in it, you could use literally a 1 drop of that, a little bit of coconut oil in your hands, and you could rub that right on your chest. If you snore a lot, that'll also help to open your airways,
I
and
don't
you will
snore.
You're a
you
snorer.
will
You-
snore less.
you
I
snore.
know, but you don't snore if you can't hear yourself do it.
I snore.
I've never heard myself snore.
I use On Guard at night
That's not
because it helps me breathe
Thanks.
better. Like I feel like I'm always like
Right
choked
now, I'm
up at
battling
night.
peppermint in the eyes.
Easier,
like
you
that.
mean. Not
Easier.
on bar.
Did I say On Guard?
Yeah, you meant
Sorry,
easier.
easier. John, let's talk really quick about what you think On Guard could do to schools. Because a lot of schools are starting to bring On Guard into the classroom, and the attendance rates are going up.
Oh, really?
Like,
Well, I don't know.
there's
Like,
germs
there's
everywhere.
goes like basically think of like your summer break when you're not really around that many people, and you go right back to school. It's like when we went back to university. It's like the first 3 weeks back. When you go from everybody's sick, and it's like midterms. It's like 4 or 5 weeks into the semester, and everybody is just sniffling, coughing, and it's a mess because you're not used to being around that many people, and then everybody gets sick. So I could see that for sure helping in the classroom. And like right now, it's kind of one of those transitions with the season changing. People are getting sick again, and this would for sure work with just kind of integrating into your classrooms and anywhere public really to help with people get out there.
So it'd be good for you also, as well as a student.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because you don't want to go down the pin.
It might actually be better for the students to be as sick.
Yeah, probably better.
It might actually get better education. So.
Yeah.
Okay, question time.
Okay, a couple questions here. So the way that doTERRA works, they're a multi-level marketing company. So if you were to go to Walmart and pick up, don't even. If you were to go to Walmart and pick up a bottle of Vicks and then you would go and grab some Tylenol, you wouldn't see doTERRA on the shelves because doTERRA wants wellness advocates to teach people how to use the oils correctly, and they want people to know what they're buying, all that jazz. So what's your opinion on that?
Okay.
Do you think people should just have them on the shelves accessible all times, or do you think that they should go through people like myself who get educated and they get to know everything they need to know?
Okay, so I feel like with the oils, like it's definitely, like with me, I would just, because I'll just take whatever and I'll kind of throw it together and just not know the reasons behind it. But I think for this, I think it's good that you have people going out and actually like telling you about the specific oils and what you might need it for, because I think people in general, they're not going to go out and do the research themselves. People are going to just stick to the brands they know just because that's how they're advertised. But when you have people kind of going around and they're telling you and they're advocates, like they've used it, they've gone through it. Like you've never met an employee from Tylenol tell you how good the drug is. It's just everybody knows that if you're sick or if you have a headache, you know where to go. But with this, you kind of put a face to.
Okay, Cody.
Sorry, the dog's playing, but you put a face to basically the product. So in Michaela's case, like she's putting her reputation on the line by telling us how good it works, and then we go ahead and use it, and then we give her the feedback instead of. I guess it keeps her honest, keeps the company honest, and it keeps. Well, they have a good product, so everything's obviously working well.
Yeah, I think one thing I would add to that is the only sort of downfall to all this is I think you need people that are distributing the products and people you can buy it from to be very active on social media, because it's really easy to go to Shoppers or something and just pick up a thing of Tylenol.
Amazon.
And I mean, if you want to order this stuff online, maybe it takes a while or whatever. So it's
2 to 5 days usually around.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
That's
good to know.
A couple days at your doorstep.
But I mean, in order for it's very helpful if the people working and somebody that's informed. So as you were saying before, all these people were part of the sort of marketing of this company for a while. So I think that's important that these people are sort of active in trying to spread the knowledge about this product.
Like it'd be nice to see some kiosks and like malls.
Yeah,
and
that
stuff.
would be
that way.
cool.
At least they're still their own company, and they're just renting the space. They're not like a franchise person coming and speaking. I think that would be pretty good, because then exactly some people like I know my mom's starting to do some research on it, and she wants to get into it. But like for those who aren't tech savvy, maybe they wouldn't have access to knowing all these different things and ordering them. So
That's a good point. So you think that the classes like that I do and I travel around, that is effective for this?
Yeah, so you got to know sort of your client base, I guess, and so it puts a lot of pressure on the people selling the products. But
would you guys sorry, were you going to say something?
No.
Would you say that like even tonight's broadcast, you guys kind of like had your own little class? Like, do you think you learned a little more?
Yeah, I definitely learned a lot of things that I didn't know. And,
and I didn't even explain it all. So it's pretty effective how like word of mouth and discussion. It can just be a conversation.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's definitely effective, and a lot of the stuff you can just realize firsthand within a matter of minutes from trying the things. So I mean that's why the classes would definitely be great, and also like why like the kiosk idea, as John was saying, would be good too, because then you can just try the stuff, use samples, and then figure out what works best for you.
There's someone that was set up at Shirks this summer for the markets, and like
Oh, cool.
yeah, and like she had a bunch of oils there like for people to try and other things too, and that like for those who don't know what it is, it was visually presentable, so that it was attracting people.
Cool.
So
So would you agree with me in saying that there's a lot more women that are using or advocating for oils than men?
absolutely.
How do you think the oils are appealing to men, or how could they be more appealing to men?
You want to talk I don't know. Well, first of all, with Nick with sports, so like Nick, like the fact that you use it for your workouts and stuff, like I feel like there would be a massive market out there for athletes and for people training, because not only is it all natural, which is another big factor that plays into things. The fact that it's stimulating already and you've gone through it, it's something that you could help others kind of see.
Yeah. Sorry, just to sort of jump in.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Yeah. I feel like it's one of those things that like it starts off primarily appealing to women. And maybe I would like draw an analogy with sort of like Lululemon, like the clothing company, where it's like starts off mostly women using it, and then guys like realize, wow, this stuff's awesome. And
no, go for it. No, I'm not.
Right. But I would say like, yeah, yeah, even seeing like as we mentioned before, guys on like in the NHL using it and whatnot, definitely helps to make it more mainstream for guys. I think it's more so of a matter of time rather than a marketing thing. And guys will just realize.
Stigma, we don't like anything different sometimes, and this is something that's totally foreign.
Yeah.
So you kind of get your back up against the wall, and you don't want to try anything new.
You think that like there's a stigma with like men being stressed? Like, do you think that that's a thing? Do you think that
it could be? Absolutely.
Yeah.
It can serve as a tool?
In what way? Like in terms of like
would you guys actively go out and seek products if I
stress?
hadn't introduced them to you if you were stressed out?
No,
absolutely
not a chance.
Keep it all
I would just somehow
inside and just,
I also think that if you were aware that you had a product that could have the results that this does, then you wouldn't go and look for it, right? Like after using it and say you stopped using it, then you would try to find something to replace it. But until you have that initial sort of use and know the benefits and whatnot, I feel like it's sort of hard to describe, the effects it may or may not have for you. So that's
I like that question.
Yeah.
Do you have any other comments about that one?
No, not particularly. I mean, I feel like a lot of things are like pretty socially acceptable now, so stigmas aren't such a big thing.
Yeah, it's 2016. We're sex positive.
All right. We're gonna do one more question here.
Last question. Last one.
Last question, then we're gonna do one more.
I'm actually surprised these 5 viewers have been kicking around.
Relentless. I love you guys.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Next time I hope
thanks
to
for
have at
watching,
least
guys.
7.
This is
We're doing this again.
This is our first
100%. We're doing this again.
Yeah.
this is gonna be like a monthly Q&A or something.
Yeah.
I love it.
We run a lot of questions. Yeah, we did our best here.
Hey, we'll do a Christmas
Couple
live talk.
Couple
in the hot
grapefruit and
The hot tub.
no.
All right, girls, you have to be in this one. Why? Because this is involving you.
Oh,
So the girlfriends are in.
here come our producers,
The
Cassie
girlfriends-
James and Dana and Alani.
The girlfriends are in at this point. What oil? And you can even come. Cass has all her oils.
You can just push them this way. Oh, bye.
Oh,
Bye. I'm gonna put Cassie's oils in the middle.
Those are all yours, Cass?
These are all.
what movie, Colleen? What movie?
And the tea tree with no cap because you dropped it.
I skipped watching a movie with my hubby.
Electric.
Okay,
Yes.
the girls are in. So now, boys, I want you to pick an oil for your girlfriend.
Okay.
Ah.
So give some a try, and then I want you to explain why.
Wild
Wait.
orange. Let's
Oh,
give this
yeah.
a.
Oh wait, I've got more oils for me too.
That's clearly. I know this one's a no-brainer.
And like as a gift, if you were gonna give her one
I
for
want this.
Christmas, what would you choose?
Oh,
Here,
Colleen.
you know which one. Which one do I want?
Oh, don't put that heat on this.
Nasty.
John,
This
you
is
get this
such.
wrong all
This
these
is.
Well, you ran out of
This is the
lavender. I know that.
easiest
I got
game
mine.
in the whole entire world. No,
Let me see.
No.
that's absurd.
I already can tell by looking at my
It's
oils.
not.
which
It is
the right
not
one.
even close.
We've got citrus bliss here
I'm
as
just
well.
saying you pick the one that
We have balance.
No,
I'm not telling you. I'll
I
tell you
know
after.
which one. Sorry. I
Okay,
gotta be
so
authentic here.
boys,
Yeah.
you have to pick an oil for us. What would you pick and why?
Who's gonna start?
I'll go first.
Okay, go.
Mine is a clear winner, no doubt about it. Zenject. Your digestive system.
It's like the number one oil that I hate.
And it causes me so much stress that I wish I could have this like on like IV. She should have this as an IV. But she uses it so much. And that's it. Zengest.
I have a love-hate with Zengest.
Well, it takes care of everything going on in there.
Hey, listen, if someone's giving you a free bottle of oil, you take it.
Yeah,
That's what your
sure.
boyfriend
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
Take it.
Okay,
and get
well,
outta
do you
here.
know what, boys?
Oh,
Oh,
This
cheers.
This is a segue.
Oh yeah,
Nick-
don't worry about me and Perry.
Nick,
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Nick already has these, but these I'm gifting you guys with a motivator.
Oh,
okay.
Woo!
Hey, Perry, you're up.
All right, keep going. We'll smell them out.
Cheersies.
All right.
Yeah, right,
Well,
yeah.
I don't know the benefits of wild orange, but I really like the smell of it. And just going based on that, I think I would gift that. And I mean, all these essential oils seem to have some pretty awesome benefits. So just based on the smell, I think I would gift that. Plus, she already has a bunch of other ones, and I know she doesn't have this one.
I actually have
How do you think that would
You
make
do?
her feel?
Yeah.
The people don't know that.
Now that
She's like,
Data.
Yeah, but I would go with the wild orange, primarily for the smell.
Okay.
Okay, mine.
Cast Daddy. Oh, John.
I got Serenity, and
Oh,
that's well, she's not a good sleeper, and this helps
That's
with
good.
sleep. So,
Another one I would pick. That's a good one.
but doesn't matter. I'm gifting it to you because
Oh,
you
you
need
guys
sleep.
nailed it.
I just ordered
Um,
one today, so that means.
Ooh, you ordered one today. Perfect. Yeah, but basically the fact that you're not the best sleeper and you could use extra hours. So this would be my gift to you.
You're the best.
Not that it's
Okay.
going to be. It would.
The next little part, and then we're gonna finish up. Ladies, pick an oil for your man.
Oh, baby.
This
Yeah.
was not in the script.
There was
None-
no
there
script.
was no
There
script.
was maybe there was 3 questions, maybe 5, 6 that I wanted to ask that I didn't even ask.
Why? Electric.
My mom said Serenity is simply that.
John, you're just
John.
electric.
Colleen
John's the
said
crowd
you guys
favorite.
are some lucky ladies.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, we are.
Thanks, Colleen. She's the biggest fan. Love you,
Okay,
Colleen.
I think for Nick,
The one that I picked for you.
you already have it,
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Okay, Cass, ready to go?
and I mean there's so many more.
I
But
don't
this
wanna
is
go
just what we.
first,
This is
but-
what's been in my travel case, and Cassie's. You have one?
Yeah.
What do
Well,
you
you can also.
Come on, Dana.
Okay,
I don't know. Like,
Okay, who's up?
Okay, I'm up.
Okay, Mikhail's
you're
up.
going first.
You just
Okay.
take it out.
I
and you
picked
put it on your wrist.
cedar wood.
You put it on your neck and stuff.
I picked cedarwood. Cedarwood.
Oh, that's a good one.
So cedarwood
wild.
Yeah,
is,
I like that one too.
That's wild.
I guess, what a lot of people in doTERRA would say men are drawn to. So people that don't love the smell of lavender will actually use cedarwood as well.
Oh.
It's like the next step. If you can't sleep, add a little bit of cedarwood, and it smells like you're sleeping in like a tent
Smells
with
like-
like nature surrounding
Like
you.
the
Like
body
what?
wash at the
Smells
body
like
shop.
cedarwood.
Like bed or
It
bed.
smells like
Bed
cedar.
Bath &
It smells
Beyond.
like wood. So
You're
it's
such a
very
plug
like
today.
masculine.
Plug it in.
And although I wanted to like
smell
give
it.
him
Why?
deep
Why not?
blue as his oil, I think he would benefit from a little relaxation with cedarwood, maybe in the bathroom before bed.
Oh
It's
yeah,
good.
Cody agrees.
It's good.
What do you think? What do you think about cedarwood? Men are drawn
Can
to
I
it,
see?
I find.
I like
It's
it.
grounding.
Lavender is definitely my sleep smell.
Oh,
Oh,
John.
this,
Oregano, if you have any warts, you
Not
are
yet.
a wart
I already-
man.
I
Hey,
Listen,
really?
I've already
Maria
used it.
that.
I've already used it.
It's
He's
got
on
rid of
it.
everything.
He's on it.
It's
Ow.
amazing.
Yeah.
And teach.
And this smells like
Okay, who's next?
you know what it smells like? It smells like a jewelry box.
Yeah.
Like
Inside
Yeah,
a jewelry
yeah.
box. Because
Cedar
obviously
wood.
it's freaking cedar underneath.
I actually, you don't understand, I
Love
actually
that.
love cedarwood so much.
I love
You
this
love
too.
this? Would you be happy if I got you this?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay,
Oh,
close.
I just actually.
Okay, who's next? Cass, you're up.
Cass up
Me?
his Dana's changing her mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Dave.
know, because
Oh.
he means a lot of them.
All right, what do you got, Cass?
I have balance.
Woo!
Which
Another
is
one
my
of
favorite, which
favorites.
is one I would have wanted, but it's okay, John.
Sure.
Don't worry about it.
My mom says sauna. Smells like a sauna.
Yeah,
that's
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
I have to explain why. Just because it's good for stress. Which you have a lot of these
It's
days.
really been
Yeah.
With
Lately,
like
way.
school ending, and I'm sure I'm not the easiest person to deal with.
Electricity.
I can help you out.
Average 5 years.
It's
it
amazing.
smells citrusy though.
No, it doesn't.
What?
It
I
smells
smell
like,
citrus in here for
Give
some
me a
reason.
hit.
no.
Why did you get balance
I
again?
used that in my MMI actually,
Why did you give him balance again?
because he's stressed out with like school
From
ending.
what? Finger painting?
Yeah.
You know, state exams are tough. Okay.
I can't.
No, we're
place
just-
this-
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Okay, Danes.
I smell
All right, Dana, what do you got?
I have On Guard
Dude, you gotta stop
plus
lying.
Easy Air.
Oh,
Oh,
double
double
whammy! All right, she's spoiling Harry.
Because
Story of my life.
On Guard
Just
because
reached right across her face. And she's like,
you've been having a little bug go around the floor.
Yeah,
in
the physics.
school.
department.
Physics department, and Easy Air because he gets very congested a lot.
That's nice. That has like a sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, no, those would definitely help me.
We can put this in the diffuser and hopefully heal you.
All right, so maybe you should put that on Harry's new diffuser bracelet.
ooh.
Oh,
yeah.
great idea.
But we felt that. We felt that up in
Oh, you
Yeah, we
should
Instagram.
watch it
Hey.
Who?
Julie,
We felt that has been active in Instagram Live. She makes
She-
all these beautiful bracelets. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna drop a drop in your hand.
Okay,
and you're
yeah,
gonna
so
roll
this
it
is a
onto
fresh bracelet.
the roll. The
so you don't put it directly on the bracelet.
So,
You don't have a bracelet.
all the boys
Oh,
have
I did
bracelets.
too.
I bought them all one. Today Perry got his first.
You wanted to?
Cody.
Oh,
Cody
yeah.
says, "Where's mine?"
You want your ball?
Cody, you want to come in?
are they from?
Cody, come in this
No,
video.
those aren't diffuser bracelets. Okay, yeah. Now roll it into the and like roll the beads into it. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's all right. Play through it. Play through it.
Ooh, does this one have like a tint to it? On Guard.
My mom said, "P.S. My dog also benefits from oil." Nick, spit it out. What do we use oil for Bailey while she's doing this?
tick spray.
Oh yeah.
Michaela makes tick spray, which I
Yeah.
have no idea what she makes that of. But Bailey is
Lemongrass.
0 for 0 on ticks this year.
0 for
No,
1.
no ticks.
She's 1 for
No
1
ticks
and not
for
for
the first
like-
time. Oh, 0 for 1.
I don't know what you
No
did
ticks.
that, Bailey.
Yay, Bailey.
Atta girl, Bailey.
Oh, Bailey.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now he can wear that, and you can smell it throughout the day. The heat from his arms will actually help it absorb into the skin.
There's no
Do you like
problem.
the smell? I feel bad.
Oh, hey, what about
Not.
with I wonder if this
Not
would,
like that.
would work with hockey equipment with like the smell.
There is one
Like
called
to-
Purify that will take the stink away. That you
Oh,
won't
John,
need.
you could use that.
Oh,
We
you're-
don't need
You're a
that.
All right.
snitch, you're a snitch. Oh,
Very
shoes.
Okay, let's finish this off. So my last thing I want to do is I want you guys to go back to your top 3 health concerns.
Read them aloud.
You don't have to. Well, you can. If you're
Fine.
comfortable. And I want you to explain if any of the, I guess, the top 10 oils that we talked about could aid in one
Oh,
or
yeah.
maybe all of your top 3 health concerns. Just spit them out.
High blood pressure.
So one of my concerns was like
That's a
lower
great
back
one.
lower back pain and muscular stuff. And this stuff Nick rubbed on me was unbelievable. This deep blue rub, very good. I would recommend that. So definitely shoulders are nice and loose right now. And like sitting at a desk all day, I definitely get a lot of like back tightness and whatnot.
It's really smart.
So no, that's why I have to sit there all day. 'Cause I'm an idiot. But no.
Cody.
Also, I put like sort of like just like general like sicknesses like flu bugs, and the On Guard is awesome to know about for that. So those 2 in particular would really help me, and there were ones that I didn't know about before this. So good to know, John.
Well, 2 of mine was the fact that my body's in shambles. My bed is so uncomfortable, and my back has been a mess. So I've been I've been literally dying for Deep Blue, and it's been working. I've been stealing it from Cass. So that's for sure one. The other one is just the fact that just like daily stress in your life. I am currently working and not getting a paycheck, which is, if anybody's ever done it, it's not a stress-free time. So for that, then I'd think of like lavender again, which I've already been using, but then balance. Just kind of keep looking around here, and there's a lot of other cocktails that I would use. Even like the wild orange is something kind of mix it in with your water to just kind of give you an extra kick throughout the day. That's it.
All right, Nick, what do you got?
I had delayed onset muscle soreness, and so
Oh my god.
I use Deep Blue to combat that, and it seems to be working really well for me. And also help falling asleep at night. The lavender and usually the Serenity and Easy Air blend has been helping me. That's about it. Okay,
All right.
take us home.
Okay, so to finish it off, I want you guys to grab your Motivate rollers.
You didn't give me one.
You have one at home, so you're just going to use some of theirs, and I want you to apply it.
Not mine.
No?
Not mine.
I want you.
Take the tea tree.
I want you guys to just apply it to your lymph nodes, maybe on your wrist, and just give it a good inhale there. And we'll finish this off with some Motivate in our lives.
That's where my carotid is.
I would like some too, please.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah.
Watch the eyes.
Let's go run. Let's go run a marathon.
Does anyone feel like super like great right now?
Oh.
Let's go.
Isn't that good?
Let's go Buffalo. Let's go
All right,
Bills.
this is really, really long, but thank you
Oh,
so much.
Calm down.
Thanks for watching.
Everyone is super fired up because of the Motivate. So
And this.
we're gonna go
It's
out for a
that's
run.
a good one.
We're all gonna go for a little jog.
Yeah.
Nope. Speak
We're
for
gonna
yourself.
Any final thoughts? Thanks so much for
That's it.
tuning in.
Thanks
that
for
was
watching.
Yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in. Try it yourself, see if you like it.
We're here for life.
Now somebody has to hit off.
Peace, love, and oils, right?
Follow at Perry Mahan on Instagram.
And say bye to Instagram too.
See Instagram.
Bye,
Bye.
Instagram. All right, we out.
See you,
We're
Colleen.
still on this.
I don't know who Colleen is.
Yeah.
And my mom says, and buy your girls beautiful, which is.
Oh, she's already got enough of that.
Oh.
Gorgeous.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
All right, let's finish it.